1 billion people worldwide have a disability, 15% of the global population. When your website isn't accessible, you're locking out millions of potential users. And it's not just about disability. Accessibility helps everyone. Captions help in noisy environments. Keyboard navigation helps power users. Good structure helps search engines. In this video, you'll learn how to make your HTML accessible, ARIA attributes, keyboard navigation, proper labels, and the accessibility tree. Will make TaskFlow work for everyone. When a browser reads your HTML, it builds two trees: the DOM tree, which we covered before, and the accessibility tree. The accessibility tree is a simplified version of the DOM. It strips away visual decoration and keeps only the meaningful structure. Screen readers like VoiceOver, NVDA, and JAWS read from this tree. Every element in the accessibility tree has 4 properties. Name, what the element is called. A button might be named Submit. Role, what type of element it is. Button, link, heading, navigation, state. Is it checked, expanded, disabled, selected? Value, what's the current value? For a slider, maybe 75%. When you use semantic HTML like button, nav, and header, the browser automatically fills in the role. When you use a generic div for everything, the accessibility tree sees nothing. No role, no meaning, no context. That's why semantic HTML matters so much. Sometimes semantic HTML isn't enough. That's where ARIA comes in. ARIA stands for Accessible Rich Internet Applications. It's a set of attributes you add to HTML elements to provide extra information to the accessibility tree. The most important ARIA attribute is role. Role tells assistive technology what an element is. Role equals navigation. Role equals alert. Role equals dialogue. But here's the first rule of ARIA. Don't use ARIA if native HTML can do the job. A button tag already has role button. Don't add role equals button to a div. Just use a button. aria-label provides a text label when there's no visible text, a search button with just a magnifying glass icon. Add aria-label equals search. Aria-hidden equals true removes an element from the accessibility tree. Use it for decorative icons or visual-only elements. Aria-expanded tells screen readers if a drop-down or accordion is open or closed. Aria-live announces dynamic content changes. Set it to polite for non-urgent updates or assertive for critical alerts. When a new task gets added in TaskFlow, aria-live polite announces it. Aria described by links an element to a description elsewhere on the page. A password field with aria described by pointing to the hint text below it. Forms are one of the biggest accessibility challenges. The most critical rule: every input must have a label. The label tag with a 4 attribute matching the input's ID. When a screen reader focuses on the input, it announces the label. Without a label, the user hears nothing. They don't know what to type. Group related inputs with fieldset and legend. A fieldset wraps related fields. The legend describes the group. For a shipping address section, the legend says shipping address. Each field inside has its own label. Error messages need to be connected to their inputs. Use aria described by to link the error message to the field, and use aria invalid equals true on the input itself. Required fields need the required attribute. Screen readers announce required when the field gets focus. Placeholder text is not a label. Never use placeholder as the only label. Placeholders disappear when you start typing. Users with short-term memory issues can't remember what the field was for. Always use a visible label above the field. Not everyone uses a mouse. Some users rely entirely on keyboard navigation. The tab key moves between interactive elements, links, buttons, form fields. The enter key activates buttons and links. Space toggles, checkboxes, arrow keys navigate within components like drop-down menus. Tab order follows the DOM order by default. That's why your HTML source order matters. The tab index attribute can modify tab order. Tab index equals 0 makes a non-interactive element focusable in normal tab order. Tab index equals -1 makes it focusable only by JavaScript, not by tab. Never use tab index greater than 0. It breaks the natural flow. Focus indicators are essential. That blue outline you see when you tab to a button, don't remove it with CSS. You can style it differently but never remove it completely. Users need to know where they are on the page. Skip links let keyboard users jump past the navigation to the main content. It's an anchor link at the very top of the page, usually hidden until focused. When a user presses tab, it appears skip to main content. One click and they're past the entire navigation menu. Let's make TaskFlow accessible. Our navigation uses the nav element with aria-label equals main navigation. The main content area uses the main element. We add a skip link at the very top, skip to main content, linking to the main element's ID. Every form field has a proper label element. The add task form wraps fields in a field set with legend new task. Task title, due date, priority, each with its own label. Error messages use aria described by to connect to their fields. The task list uses role equals list with each task as role equals list item. Status badges have aria label. The green dot doesn't just look green, it says aria label equals status complete. When a task is added or deleted, an aria-live region announces the change. Task added, fix login button. All interactive elements are keyboard accessible. You can tab through every button, link, and form field. Focus indicators are visible on every element. Let's recap what you learned. The accessibility tree and how screen readers use it. ARIA Attributes, role, aria-label, aria-hidden, aria-live, aria-expanded. The first rule, use native HTML before reaching for aria. Form accessibility, labels, field set, legend, error messages, keyboard navigation, tab order, focus indicators, skip links. Accessibility isn't extra work, it's good HTML. When you write semantic, well-structured HTML, accessibility comes naturally. In the next video, we'll cover HTML best practices and common mistakes, the patterns that separate beginners from professionals. See you in the next one.